Welcome everyone to HueFin, also known as HueFin News. Today is May the 4th, 2021. We're going to give you all a price prediction for VeChain. You guys can see that we did have one ongoing already in the market. We're going to break that down, see what the price has done against our prediction, and then we're going to ensure that we get in position on the next play so that we can always win in the market and get ahead of everyone else. All right. So for us, we pay attention to the price bars and the volume. We're not going to plug you on any article to try to hype you up to make you think that this is the best cryptocurrency in the world and expect it to go to $100 million per coin. That's ridiculous. We're going to give you the facts. We're going to give you the price action based off the price bars and the volume to simply tell you where we're expecting price to go. Now, if you like that, then we're definitely the ones for you. Hit that like button, share the video, and also subscribe here to the channel. We're not going to fudge you or FOMO you just to get you hyped about a particular crypto project. There's enough of that already going on in the space. So we try to eliminate all of that confusion, all of that noise that so many people try to instill on their channels and on articles. We're just going to give you the basics. Price. People chase price. That's what they do. People always chase the price. That is why we're seeing the majority of cryptocurrencies see this massive movement higher in price, because people are chasing it and they're jumping onto the boat, riding the waves and seeing the market go higher, higher, higher. But many people don't realize that eventually the waves has to come down and crash, or shall I say, go a little bit lower, right? Price has to come down, and we'll give you both sides of the coin. We'll show it to you. We're not going to be persuaded into telling you that, oh, the markets will always go up, will always go up, will always go up, and then turn around, the market goes down. We have to give you both sides of the market. The trap moves in both sides. He takes the price higher, he takes the price lower, and even sometimes he even take the price sideways. So we'll give you that. You know, we're going to be unbiased in where the price is going to go. So let's talk about VeChain real quick in the market. And as you all can tell, that the market in VeChain currently is giving us a little bit of weakness. We're down 3.76%, right? And currently, when we did our last price prediction, we were planning weakness at that time, and the market really did not give us that weakness. It has taken us 9 days in order for the market in VeChain to actually give us that weakness. 9 days it has taken the market. So we were already in position to see the weakness come in VeChain, but we were just 9 days too early. And many people may think that we may have missed out on that prediction, because the market in VeChain shot all the way up there to 29 cents not long after we did our prediction, which is a loss of about 66%, right? But you have to understand, when you're looking at to the market, you have to understand what is the environment, what is the feel, what is the emotion in VeChain, because not long after that day to where the market in VeChain came and tagged out at 29 cents, we saw more volatility, wider spread. So that kind of lets us know that the trap was really busy trying to work the market, trying to make sure he brings in an efficient market. And then that's when the weakness really came in and panned itself out. And we actually got the ultimate TP price right here on the 23rd of April, right? So 16.71% was had in 9 days of price action, in 9 days of trading, which is not bad. You know, you can move on to the next play with your money being locked up in 9 days. This is where we're talking about the opportunity cost of money. When you place your funds in a position, you cannot do anything else with that funds until you take it back out. So in 9 days, those funds would have been locked up, but we recouped more funds of 16.71% though in 9 days. So where else can you go to try to get those type of gains in such a short amount of time? You definitely won't be able to get that traditionally in those traditional markets. Okay, so let's go ahead and take that away. And I really wanted to show you this right here. Okay, that day the market in VeChain has determined that the institutions came in and purchased this particular cryptocurrency. How do I know? Because only institutions can make this type of volume. Retail traders cannot create this much volume without having an impact in the market. So every high volume bar you see is a big institution or someone who holds a majority stake, has enough funds to actually move and purchase VeChain. It might even be the same organization that created VeChain who's coming in and trying to prop up these prices. okay? But nevertheless, we can still use that, okay? Because it was able to see itself prop up the market, and the market hasn't fell since that time. So we're still seeing the market in VeChain hold the trend. The trend is still intact. Now, this is where the market restriction area currently is too, though. So we're not out the woods yet in VeChain. That area is restriction. Okay, right here, a little bit above 22 cents is where the market restriction is currently at. So we need to look at these different time frames real quick to see whether or not the market in VeChain actually has the ability to break it. And looking at this on the 5-day, I don't see that ability yet. There's still some weakness present in the market here in VeChain. See that on the 2-day time frame, the market currently is still giving us some weakness. So this ascending line is still being tested, right? The market is still trying to figure out if it wants to hold the trend based off the weakness that we're getting in VeChain over the last 4 2-day price bars. So we're not going to be oblivious to it. We're understanding that the trap is trying to test the ascending trend. Okay, so let's look at this market on the weekly time frame, because last week was a pretty good week. Okay, last week for us to see the market close towards the high of the bar is very good. The volume didn't come in as heavy as the last 2 weeks. So if anything, this market in VeChain is able to simply trade sideways. Okay, let's look at this on the monthly time frame. So even right here on the monthly time frame in VeChain, we can see that the market is still leaking over the weakness that came in from last month. Okay, we're still seeing that weakness come through on this current month of May. 3 weeks time frame, here it is. You guys can see even here that we're getting the weakness into the market in VeChain. 2 weeks time frame, seeing it here too. So what do you all expect the market to do in VeChain when you're not actually getting a lot of strength in this space? Okay, you're not getting a lot of strength. The market here on the 45-minute time frame, you guys can see, has been able to prop this price up, which we need to see continue. So we're kind of like stair stepping. Okay, our first step was at 16 cents. Next area was around 17.5 cents. Next area was 18 cents. Bounce on 19 cents. So if anything, we need to see the next bounce at 20 cents, then 21. Eventually stair stepping our way all the way up there to breakage above 22 cents. Okay, let's look at this on a 9-hour time frame. So looking at this on a 9-hour time frame, the market currently is not giddy in terms of trying to see that price move go higher or even lower. I really don't see a lot going on into the market in VeChain. The weakness is still prevalent though. So yeah, I think the market is still going to test that ascending line. I don't see all the bullishness into the market in VeChain. We might give it another leg to try to come up here towards 21 cents, 22. But I won't become bullish into the market until VeChain breaks 22 cents to the upside. Okay, that's literally it. If we cannot break price above 22 cents in VeChain, the market will continue to trade sideways and eventually break this overall ascending line. Okay, so let's switch this back over to the daily. And that's about 9.5% market movement higher in price to see VeChain break up there above 22 cents. Okay, now we're playing the ascending line. So if the market comes in and props itself up, kind of like what we're doing right now, then the market in VeChain is going to try to break above 22 cents. I'm actually expecting that to try to happen, to see the market come in and test 22 cents again. That will be the time period to where we'll see if our prediction is right or wrong. Okay, I'm actually expecting the market to try to test that area again, but I'm going to expect the market to eventually try to break this to the downside, this ascending line to the downside. So we're kind of getting ahead of the game, just like we did on our last prediction. We were 9 days too early. So I am expecting the market to go up higher initially, test 22 cents. If it doesn't break 22 cents to the upside, then this price prediction is definitely still on the table. Okay. And looking for the market to try to come in and hold support around 18 cents. If the overall weakness continues, I wouldn't be surprised to see it come down to 16 though. Okay. So this is it. This is how we're going to play the market in VeChain. Going to play the weakness for the long term, at least in the next 3 weeks. Tell me, what do you all see in the market in VeChain? Drop the comment in the comment section. Leave your price prediction in the market as well as to where you expect the price to be in the next 3 weeks. And that's it. Make sure you maintain a profitability, and as always, trade different.